Please have mercy on me. In Samvat 1866 or 1809 AD, Shiji Maharaj celebrated the Fuldol Utsav in Bhuj. He sprayed so much color that the ground turned crimson red. Such an abundance of gulal was dispersed that the sky itself was painted a pink hue. The people of Bhuj experienced a festival of such captivating grandeur for the first time in their lives. The day after the Fuldol festival, the Swamis and devotees seated Shiji Maharaj on a flower-adorned swing, or a hindoro, and swung him to their heart's content. Devotees traveled from far and wide to participate in this unprecedented celebration. Following the festival, devotees from Kantkot, Dhamakada, Mandvi, Baradya, Mankuwa, and other villages sought Shiji Maharaj's darshan before returning home. Requesting his permission to leave, they said, "Maharaj, please bestow your mercy upon us." Shiji Maharaj replied with a gentle smile, "Please have mercy upon me." The devotees heard Shiji Maharaj's words, but in their eagerness to depart, they began their journey home. Along the way, they reminisced upon the festival, recalling the divine atmosphere, Shiji Maharaj's radiant appearance, and the abundance of color he had sprayed. Suddenly, one devotee asked, "As we were leaving, Shiji Maharaj told us to have mercy on him. He is the one who graces us with his mercy. Why would he have said this?" No one could answer. To resolve their confusion, they decided to return. Upon their return, they asked, "Maharaj, you asked us to have mercy on you as we were leaving. Please explain why you said this. You are our Ishtadev, the one who we pray to. You are the one who showers us with mercy." The devotees looked anxiously toward Shiji Maharaj, awaiting his response. Shiji Maharaj explained, "Your body is approximately 3.5 arms length long, and within it resides your small heart, only 3 fingers wide. It is in this heart that we reside. Therefore, keep your heart pure. If you harbor desires for worldly things, we will not wish to stay there. So please, have that much mercy on me." Hearing these words, the devotees understood Shiji Maharaj's meaning and resolved to remain vigilant, preventing worldly desires from overtaking their minds and hearts. They vowed to keep Shiji Maharaj's words at the forefront of their thoughts. The controller of infinite universes, Parabrahma Bhagwan Swami Narayan, along with Akshar, resides in a small mandir within our hearts. However, we must remain constantly vigilant to ensure that the trash of our negative tendencies or swabhavs and the worldly desires and attachments does not infiltrate that sacred space. How rare an attainment! Bhagwan Swami Narayan was residing in Sarangpur. One night, as Shiji Maharaj was about to sleep, Mahanubhavanand Swami began massaging his feet. Suddenly, Shiji Maharaj pulled his feet away. Seeing this, Swami was surprised. He asked, "Maharaj, is there some flaw in my bhakti that you are denying me the opportunity to serve your feet? We have renounced the world for you, endured insults, criticism, and hardships to please you. We have followed all your niyams and gone through every test you put before us. What more is left for us to do that you refuse us this privilege?" Hearing Swami's words of sacrifice, Shiji Maharaj smiled and shared an example. "Swami, a beggar once went to a wealthy man's house asking for alms. The wealthy man told him, 'You won't be able to digest food given for free. Instead, sweep my courtyard and I will pay you.' The beggar agreed and cleaned the courtyard. Afterward, the wealthy man asked, 'Now tell me, what should I give you as your wages?' The beggar replied, 'Give me 10 kilograms of gold.' Hearing this, the wealthy man was shocked and said, 'You did work worth just a few pennies, and yet you ask for 10 kilograms of gold?' Continuing, Shiji Maharaj said, 'Your renunciation of home, your penance, your emaciated bodies, these are akin to merely sweeping the courtyard. These efforts are worth only a few pennies to me. Yet you desire to serve Parabrahma Purushottam Narayan? In the past, great kings renounced their kingdoms and retreated to the forest for penance. Yet they did not even have a glimpse of Parabrahma Purushottam. How does your renunciation compare to theirs?" Mahanubhavanand Swami immediately recognized his error, realizing he had already received the greatest reward for his austerities, the attainment of Bhagwan. Nishkuranand Swami has sung, Agar bhagat anek thaya, sahya tene sharire bahut dukh re, to ye prabhu pragat pamya nahi, pamya pan na avya ava sukh re. Many devotees have come before, they have endured much pain in their bodies. Even then, they did not attain the Pragat form of Bhagwan. They did not receive such happiness. Even without great efforts or worthiness, we have attained the rare association of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, the supreme ruler of infinite universes, and his divine lineage of Akshar Brahm Gunatit Gurus. This is our greatest fortune. We must now cherish and preserve this attainment with unwavering faith and devotion. Who is Swami Narayaniya? Sriji Maharaj built 6 magnificent Shikhabad mandirs to preserve Upasana. He consecrated various pairs of avatars within these mandirs. Nar Narayan Dev in Ahmedabad and Bhuj, Lakshmi Narayan Dev in Vartal, Gopinath Dev in Gadra, Madan Mohan Dev in Dholera, and Radha Raman Dev in Junagadh. He then appointed Swamis to reside in these mandirs, practice and propagate satsang. Over time, these Swamis began to identify themselves with the specific avatars of their respective mandirs, adopting labels such as Nar Narayaniya or Lakshmi Narayaniya. One day, Sriji Maharaj gathered the Swamis and instructed them, those who identify as Nar Narayaniya sit on this side. Those identify as Lakshmi Narayaniya sit on this side. He systematically separated the Swamis according to their perceived affiliations. When no one remained, Sriji Maharaj remarked, Is there no Swami Narayaniya among you? You all wear my janoi or sacred thread, my kanti and my tilak, yet none of you claim to be mine? The Swamis immediately recognized their error. They prostrated themselves before Sriji Maharaj and declared, Maharaj, we are all Swami Narayaniya. If we relate to this incident to the present context, we see that during Samaya celebrations or while doing seva in different departments of the mandir, everyone takes responsibilities and serves with dedication. However, these sevas can sometimes become sources of attachment, leading us to think in terms of my seva, my department, my mandal, or my mandir. This mindset fosters feelings of rivalry or subtle jealousy towards devotees from other sevas, departments, or mandirs. We must remember that we are all devotees of the same Bhagwan, disciples of the same Guru, followers of the same Siddhant or principles, and members of the same Sanstha. The Satpurush is the body, and the various sevas, departments, and mandirs are all different integral parts of that body. When we neglect, envy, or fail to support a particular seva or department, we are in effect failing to support the Satpurush. On the other hand, when we cultivate a sense of unity and love with other volunteers, departments, and mandirs offering assistance and celebrating their progress, we are truly serving the Satpurush. If we serve and do bhakti with this understanding, our efforts will be truly meaningful. Mitha wala kema visaru maru. Out of immense compassion, Parabrahm Bhagwan Swaminarayan graced this earth. His primary purpose was establishing Ekantik Dharma, a mission he accomplished in just 30 short years. Subsequently, Sriji Maharaj decided to return to his divine abode, Akshardham. During his final illness, he called Gunatitanand Swami from Junagadh to Gadara. In a private meeting in Akshar Ordi, Sriji Maharaj conveyed his intention to depart for Akshardham. Sriji Maharaj instructed Gunatitanand Swami, through your association, teach others to cultivate my Sarvopari Nishta, inspire them to become Brahmrup, and make them worthy of Akshardham. Following this, he recited the verse, Mitha wala kema visaru maru, tamati bandhel tanaho, tarsyane jema panidu valu, bhukyane bhojanaho. My beloved, I can never forget you. How can I describe my attachment to you? Just as water is precious to the thirsty, and food is to the hungry, you are equally precious to me. Through these words, Sriji Maharaj revealed his oneness with Gunatitanand Swami. Emphasizing Gunatitanand Swami's Mahima, Shriji Maharaj declared, "This Gunatitanand Swami is Gunatit. He transcends the three guns, Sattvagun, Rajogun, and Tamogun, and he is my abode, Akshardham. In his divine form, he is always with me. He is inseparable." On Jet Sud 10, somewhat 1886 or 1830 AD, the morning had inauspiciousness in the air. Bhagwan Swami Narayan, who had sanctified this earth for 49 years, independently and by his own will, returned to his divine abode. The grief of this departure spread throughout the land. Everyone, with heavy hearts, performed Shriji Maharaj's final rites at Lakshmiwadi in Garra. After the final rites were completed, Gunatitanand Swami, carrying a tumri, or a water pot, walked towards the bathroom in Lakshmiwadi. Observing the lush green grass beside a flowing stream of water, he reflected, "Oh, just as water is the life of this grass, bringing it joy and vitality, Maharaj was my life, and he has left me." Overwhelmed by this thought, Gunatitanand Swami lost consciousness. In reality, Parabrahm and Aksharbrahm are never separate. However, the physical separation from Shriji Maharaj caused Gunatitanand Swami to faint. Within that moment, Shriji Maharaj appeared before him and awakened him, saying, "Where have I gone? I reside forever within you, forever within you, forever within you." With these words, Shriji Maharaj showered his infinite love upon Swami. Although Bhagwan Swami Narayan physically departed from earth, he remained present through his Anadi Mood Akshar Murti, Gunatitanand Swami, to ensure that the path to moksha remains perpetually open for spiritual aspirants. This incident serves as proof of this truth. Throughout the Vachnamrut, Shriji Maharaj repeatedly assured his devotees of his enduring presence through the Gunatit Satpurush. In Vachnamrut Vartal number 10, he says, "Whenever God is not manifest on this earth, one should seek the refuge of the Sant who has the realization of God, because the Jeev can also attain liberation through him." Presently, we have attained that same Shriji Maharaj through Mahant Swami Maharaj. Just Satsang, no expectations. Agatrai, a village near Junagadh, was the home of Parvatbhai, a devoted disciple of Ramanand Swami. Parvatbhai, along with Muktanand Swami and Mayaram Bhatt, had made a solemn vow. They would not be swayed by any miracles, even if someone showed Sri Radha Krishna in their palm. Their unwavering loyalty was reserved solely for Ramanand Swami. However, upon his first meeting with Nilkantvarni, Parvatbhai's conviction shifted. He recognized Nilkantvarni as Supreme Bhagwan. Parvatbhai was a leading devotee in satsang. Ramanand Swami always included him in important decisions regarding satsang. When Ramanand Swami decided to appoint Shriji Maharaj as his successor in Jetpur, he first disclosed this to Ramdas Swami, Muktanand Swami, and Parvatbhai in private. Such was the esteemed position of Parvatbhai in the satsang. Beyond his involvement in satsang decisions, his spiritual state was equally profound. Even during mundane tasks such as working in his fields, Parvatbhai maintained his aniks. He would offer thar in Mansi to Shriji Maharaj. Once, while Parvatbhai was engaged in Mansi, a fellow farmer shook him, and a rotlo, or millet bread, and yogurt materialized from his empty hands, falling to the ground. Shriji Maharaj once explained the definition of a true satsangi and told Muktanand Swami and Brahmanand Swami that they were gun buddhi satsangis, meaning their spiritual state was still influenced by the three guns, Sattvagun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. He, however, considered Parvatbhai and Gordhanbhai to be his true satsangis. Furthermore, when Swarupanand Swami experienced inner turmoil, Shriji Maharaj advised him to listen to Parvatbhai's katha for solace. Parvatbhai was such a great devotee and was deeply devoted to Shriji Maharaj. On one occasion, Shriji Maharaj requested grains from Parvatbhai for Sadavrat, or an almshouse. Without a moment's hesitation, Parvatbhai donated his entire stored supply, 16 karashi of grains, or approximately 6,400 kilograms of grains, which required 8 to 10 carts for transport. However, on another occasion, the same devoted Parvatpai, went to Gadara to be in Shiji Maharaj's presence and have his darshan. For 7 days, Parvatpai sat near Shiji Maharaj, absorbing his darshan and listening to his katha. One day, Shiji Maharaj asked the brahmachari, "Where does Parvatpai eat?" "Maharaj, he must be eating in the darbar," the brahmachari replied. Shiji Maharaj then asked Jivuba the same question, to which she responded, "Doesn't he eat here? The brahmachari must be feeding him." Finally, Shiji Maharaj asked Parvatpai directly, "Where do you eat?" With humility, Parvatpai answered, "Maharaj, I nibble on some dalia or roasted gram here and there. Just having your darshan satisfies me." Despite such an extraordinary act of generosity of donating his whole livelihood, no one in Gadara inquired about his own meals. Still, Parvatpai did not feel disheartened. He never slackened in satsang, nor did he harbor any resentment toward Shiji Maharaj, the Swamis, or the devotees. He remained steadfast in his seva and bhakti. Seeing Parvatpai's transcendent state and his life free from any expectations, Shiji Maharaj was immensely pleased. In Vachanamrut Gadara section 1 number 70, Shiji Maharaj has said, "If I practice satsang, my ill body will recover," or "As I am childless, may I get a son," or "As my sons are dying, may they stay alive," or "Since I am poor, may I become rich," or "If I do satsang, I will regain my lost assets." One should not practice satsang harboring desires for such material gains. We too should strive to practice satsang selflessly, solely for the purpose of our moksha. By doing so, we will truly please Shiji Maharaj and Mahant Swami Maharaj.